Welcome everyone to HueFin, also known as HueFin News, the location to where we trade different. We're the area and location to where you're going to get the expectation of a price move without being confused, without us using indicators on our chart. And on today's video, we're going to show you that with VeChain. Now, if this is your first time watching our video, before you go, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And as well, you can join us on our other social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, also on the gram, even on our own website. And just to make it easy for you, we put those links for you in the description of this video. So if you guys haven't been avid community followers of our particular platform, you guys can know before we go into our forecast, before we give you all our price prediction, we talk about what occurred into the market previously so we can get a better understanding as to what the trap has done and see how we can make our forecast better. And here you guys can see we're looking at VeChain. And the last time we did our video for VeChain was on the 18th of October 2020, which is right here. And we expected to see some strength into the market in VeChain. Now, initially, after we did our video in VeChain, the market went lower, but it grabbed that support area that we identified on that video on that day. And we saw some strength come into the market in VeChain. Now, on that video, we had our TP at 0.013. You guys can see it didn't reach it. So the weakness came in a lot earlier than what we anticipated. So we wasn't able to TP out the market on our forecast on the 18th. As a matter of fact, if we're still into the market right now, we'll be down about 13.9%. Okay. So obviously that forecast that we generated, it just wasn't enough for us to grab out the TP out the market. So 13.9% down on that particular forecast. That's done. It's over. We now know that the trap could not break up above 0.0125, 0.0126, those price levels, and the market slump. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. And I'm going to zoom out real quick because we need to update the market in VeChain right now. We got two lines on our chart. One of them is not applicable. The other one definitely is not applicable into the market. Why? Because the market in VeChain is trading around 1 penny. This particular line up here, 0.0135, the market's not even trading there, so we don't need it. Okay, so here we are. This is what the market in VeChain looks like cumulatively since it has launched on the Binance exchange. Now, one thing I want to show you to see if this market in VeChain is still in the uptrend, we're just going to move this line here. Okay. So now the market was so overextended that we was able to come up here towards 0.022, and the market is still in an uptrend so far. So that's a massive drop from VeChain at that particular high. Let's go ahead and see how much of a percentage loss or drop that is in VeChain. Just to come back to this ascending line right now, it's about 57% from market high back in August to where we are at right now. And the market is still in that ascending trend. The market is still trending higher. Okay. So let's go ahead and get rid of this. So we identified that VeChain is still in the uptrend, right? We haven't broken this ascending line to the downside. So it still has a little bit more breath in his lungs to try to continue to stay above water, period. Now, let's see how the market looks though on the 3-day. We need to make a positional idea as to whether or not the trap is going to hold price here. We need to. And on the 3-day chart, the market generally looks more weaker than it does in strength. We don't see no strength on the 3-day. Here we are right here on the 5-day chart. And again, we're still seeing some hints of weakness dominating this market for VeChain. Weekly time frame, here we are. We just don't see no emphasis, no demand being revealed on the price charts. And when you have that particular notion, we need to switch our mentality into that same framework. We need to see what the trap is doing, and he doesn't feel strong right now. He doesn't want to increase the value of VeChain, and it is what it is. I mean, we cannot do anything about that. We just need to play right along with him and get in a position before he takes price there. The 3-week chart, again, you don't see any strength. And on the 3 weeks chart, I really won't see any bullishness coming to the market in VeChain until we see this price break back up above 0.0117. Okay, literally about 0.012. So we got some weakness still to contend with in VeChain. Market hasn't changed at all since our last video. Monthly time frame definitely gives us a little bit better perception, better ideas that this market in VeChain looks to break this ascending line. I'm just saying, this is a monthly chart, so we have the month of November to actually see this come to fruition, and right now it looks weak from the monthly perspective. Okay, and I really won't see any strength coming to the market in VeChain until, like I said, 0.012. That's the price level we need to focus in on once we see the actual strength and bullishness come back into the market for VeChain. So, my expectations. We're going to play the weakness. So let's go ahead and short the market real quick. And where do you think the restriction area lies? 0.012? Yeah, let's do that. There's another area of restriction right here, 0.011. That's the near-term restriction area, but I'm going to extend it up here towards 0.012. All right. Now, based off the monthly time frame, the weekly time frame, even on the 3 weeks, I'm not really expecting the market in VeChain to hold this ascending line. It's going to try. So obviously we need to TP the market initially, right here around 0.0. I would say around here 0.009, almost 1 penny. Okay, this is where we'll TP the market right here. I can actually see it going a little bit lower too though. Okay, so this is it. This is our expectations into the market for VeChain. We're going to play some of this weakness into the market. We're going to focus in on those ascending lines. So if we get increased volume, if it gets strength bars coming to the market for VeChain, this market will try to hold this area. So I'm just giving y'all a heads up about that as well. But generally, we're going to continue to play some of this weakness in the market in VeChain. Now it's your turn. What do you think? What's your opinion? What's your forecast? What's your prediction? Where will the trap take the value of VeChain? This is our perception. This is what we're seeing so far in the market, and we're just getting in position. Now, what's your position? Are we going to move higher? Are we going to move lower? Are we going to hold that ascending line that I got drawn on my chart? Let me know what you think. Make sure you maintain that profitability. And as always, trade different.